Hey guys, it's Krins. If you're playing World of Warcraft Classic and you're in your early 30s, it might just be time for you to run through the Scarlet Monastery library. I have run through it a couple of times now, and I wanted to show you a quick run through of the library here. Right in the beginning of the dungeon, there are two patrols you need to watch out for. They wander different paths, so sometimes they will be very close to each other. If you're not careful, it is very easy here to accidentally get a triple pull, or even a quadruple pull, and that could spell trouble for you. Sure, you can just run out if something goes wrong this early, but if you're doing this in a pickup group like I am in this video, it's very easy for someone to not read the message in time, and it's rare in these kind of groups for everyone to be in the voice chat. Alright, with that out of the way, let's talk about what quests are available for the Horde. First, Compendium of the Fallen. You get this from Sage Truthseeker in Thunderbluff. This quest, however, is not available to the undead. The second quest, Test of Lore, starts with Dorn Planestalker and Thousand Needles. It has quite a long quest chain before you get to the monastery. The third quest to pick up is Into the Scarlet Monastery. This quest requires killing bosses in the library, armory, and in the cathedral. You can't get this quest until you're level 33, even though the library can be quite easy to do at below level 33. If you have done Race Crowl earlier and have not yet finished the Heart of Seal quest, then you may as well get it done while you're here, but that can be done anywhere in the Scarlet Monastery. For the Alliance, you want to pick up In the Name of the Light from Raleigh the Devout in the South Shore Inn, as well as Mythology of the Titans from Librarian May Paledust in Ironforge. The first boss is to the right of the square. The entire dungeon is pretty straightforward without any different paths to take. There's just these occasional side rooms like here where you find Handmaster Loxi, who you do need to kill for the Into the Scarlet Monastery and In the Name of the Light quests. He will be waiting with 3 hounds. We have tried killing the hounds first and we've tried killing Loxley first, and the results are very similar. In this run, me and the druid tank hibernate a hound each. Our warlock sees this as the perfect time to dot everything, so in the end we just tank it and spank it just fine. As we make our way through the rest of the dungeon, let's talk about the mobs. All the mobs are either hounds or humans, with it being mostly humans. This means that when they get low on health, they will try to run away, so you need to make sure they're either killed or crowd controlled before they get help. There are a lot of casters and range damage in this dungeon, so as a tank you will often want to try to pull and then run back out of line of sight. As you may have noticed, our tank is doing quite often in this one. This also gives you some extra time when the mobs try to run away to stop them. There are also some mobs like the Scarlet Adepts that cast heals that you want to try to keep interrupted if possible. In this small side room you will find the book needed for the Test of Lore quest lying on the table. The book you need for Compendium of the Fallen is in the bookshelf on the left of a little bit further down the hall. You don't need to kill the second and final boss, Arcanist Stone, to finish the quests. However, you should kill him for some nice loot and also to be able to reach his box. Arcanist Stone has some special abilities you should know beforehand. First of which is Arcane Bubble, which makes him immune to all spells and damage for a few seconds. He also casts Arcane Explosion, which is just a small explosion around him. He also casts Silence. This is in a small area around the Arcanist Stone. This is easy to avoid as a healer or caster by simply staying a little bit away. He also casts Detonation, and this is the big one. It's a slow cast explosion around him that does a lot of damage. If you're doing this as a little lower level, this might actually one-shot you. You can very easily run out of line of sight on this one, and if you want to make life easier for your healers, you should do that even if it does not one-shot you. He also casts Polymorph, which works just like the Mage Polymorph. If you cast this on someone just after detonation, it will heal that player all the way up, so you can save your mana as a healer if an injured party member gets polyed. A very easy way to do this encounter is to have your tank engage him in the middle of the room, so your ranged DPS and healer can stand outside the door. That way the ranged players will not be silenced and are only a few steps away to dodge the detonation cast. Once he is dead, don't forget to pick up the Scarlet Key from his chest. This will let you open up the doors to the armory and the cathedral. When leaving, if you're not hurting out, it's very likely that you will have a lot of respawns, so just be careful with that. Alright, that's it for this quick run through. If you found it helpful, please leave a like, and I hope you have a wonderful day.